That's something about our kids.
Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things
mic on.
throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the BYU.
I really don't turn my mic on because they be making it echo and all of that. So, you know, but
guys, let's get this thing started.
I turn it on from time to time.
Way to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the BYU Cougars offense is on the field for the first time today. They recruit against each other. They live next door to each other in the case of the fans, and that's why this is an intense rivalry.
Intense, and it doesn't matter. They've been in the same conference. They haven't been in the same conference. They've been independent. They've been all over the place with this, but you know what it is? It's a game that matters every single year to both these universities.
You're right, David. They always just seem to find each other, right, on the collision course. And BYU Utah, to me, is one of the most physical games in all of college football every single year, and you know this one's not going to be any different.
The give to the tailback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The last time these two drew battle lines, it was BYU with the ethereal experience winning a close one.
And BYU took a lot of pride because they wore Utah down in that game, and they know they got to try to do that again in this one.
Yeah, and now Utah's heard about it for a whole year, and all they've thought about is payback and winning the state of Utah.
Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Yeah, the defense had that pegged. There was nowhere to go. As soon as that tight end caught the football, he was on the ground. Nice job by the defense sitting him on the ground quickly.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Off-play action on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, BYU! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Parks. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Utah's offense will go to work for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Second down coming up. Looking for a crease. It's Bernard. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football game.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wilson to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Pressure coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Keithy. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Now the play fake. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Wilson will throw, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
It is perfect. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to go up top on first down. The quick out. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Retzlaff. It's complete to the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going up top. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep, Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Using his legs, it's Martin. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Parks. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. Went to the running game on third down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. And the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 45, on his way. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Cougars want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Retzlaff. They're working that left side.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker, it's Martin. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
BYU has this offense clicking. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Wilson to pass. Quick strike complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Finds his man. It's Pittman. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They move the tight end all over. Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. At the 40, there he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Bernard. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line. 2nd and 7. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Power football with the run. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. He's going to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Got his man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Finds his man down the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
BYU with the 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He looks that one in nicely. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, BYU! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Wilson will throw. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup.
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Caught over the middle. It's Keefe. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5, and the returner will be dragged down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, BYU Utah is must-see TV, and today is no different. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that, let's send it back to our guys in the booth to see how the battle between Utah and BYU plays out.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Caught in the backfield, it's Keefe. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be knocked down. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. On the ground, it's Martin. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, BYU! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on 2nd and long from the 13? Looking for room, it's Bernard. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wilson will throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Cougars! And the pummeling has started. Shades of the Lavelle Edwards era as BYU is flexing its muscle and building a lead.
Jim McMahon is smiling somewhere. BYU and the explosive plays offensively, that's why they're lighting up this scoreboard.
Yeah, and the Cougars always dominate the line of scrimmage. You could always count on that. But listen, in this matchup with Utah, you usually don't see Utah get dominated up front. BYU bringing that physicality.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're lining up to boot it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Here's the handoff. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Wilson to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Utes line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He tries to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, these DBs better stay ready, man. I know you're losing the game by a lot right now, but this offense is still taking shots. So you've got to continue to stay ready and make plays like they were able to do on that last one, forcing the incompletion.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle. It's Roberts. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. They'll try to pop the draw. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Stopped after making the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wilson will throw. Got his man quickly. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Keefe. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Now on second down. Wilson to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
They keep attacking through the air. He's right on target. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. The back goes in motion. He's going to pass on second down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a third and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. On the run, it's Martin. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. He'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
That's caught. It's Parks. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Wilson will throw. He's got him this time. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that play.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
This guy's been running hard all game long in the 4th quarter. Now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
Now on first down from the 28. Give to the running back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space, it's Martin. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run. It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Wilson to pass. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He wants a big play here late. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they're not on the same page there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Coming after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He makes a grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.